Big D, Dallas, Texas. The location for the Spurs. One of the most dominant two-way forces in the NBA. Victor Wembanyama leading the way as they await tip-off at American Airlines Center. Spurs, Mavs, coming up next. All right, let's check out San Antonio's starting lineup. Castle at the 2 with Vassell at the 3. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. Then it's Victor Wembanyama, and it's Champagnie at the 4. Just 4 to shoot. San Antonio moving the ball around. Fires in the triple. All right, Grant, when your team is in the second game of a back-to-back, do you play it differently?
You know, it depends on what happened in the first game. Did your starters have to play a lot of minutes? Did you get into double overtime? It just depends, B.A.
Now here's Fox. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist.
Right there, Fox using his length to do damage inside.
Irving against Fox. Cast a flag. Here's the 3. On target from range.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
Yeah, if you can hit that with regularity, it opens up the floor so much more.
Now here's Castle. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game. And stolen by Irving. Here's George. And the jam by George.
I like when Paul looks to score inside because he's more than capable of dunking it through.
On offense, here is San Antonio. And this team is on absolute fire right now. They've won 18 in a row.
Well, just to be able to be on the call and see these guys in person is a real treat. They've been the talk of the NBA during this streak. The question now becomes, can they sustain the focus and level of intensity? They are looking quite comfortably in control, so it's going to be interesting to see.
And the Mavericks have stressed the importance of defense to winning at the highest level, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they felt that fortifying the team at that end of the floor would get them close to contention. And look at them. They're making some bold moves there along the way.
To the paint. Wembanyama scanning the floor. Knocks it down from distance.
And the coaching staff has to be happy with how they've shot the ball here early on.
And a slam dunk by Lively.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Fox outside. Pass to Champagnie. Back to Fox. It's stolen by Irving. And there's a whistle. That goes on Devin Vassell. That's his first foul of the game. Cornette's checked in for San Antonio. Castle against Christie. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Great job on the back. End of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And San Antonio making a change here. Champagnie's checked in. And here we have the top free throw shooters in the league right now. Second, Kyrie Irving.
He's not a guy you want to foul. He's so calm at the line, sinks his free throws with ease.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Earlier, I spoke with Jason Kidd. Well, no surprise, we started chatting about Victor Wembanyama, and I asked what the plan was there, and Coach said with a shrug, stay on him and hope for the best. What can you do? So still no magic answers for how to slow down a unique threat like Wemby on the floor. BA, back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Already it's February. Let's see how things look out west. Taking a look at San Antonio, they've been outstanding thus far, claiming the top spot in their conference. And of course, there's Dallas, 8.5 games behind.
Checking out Dallas, I think they're the team you dread having to play. I mean, they've been performing at just about their best in every game so far this season.
Well, if you're able to strike fear into your opponent before even stepping on the floor, you're doing something right.
Now here's Wembanyama. Last game with 30. Vassell outside. 5 to shoot. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Vassell's got 7 points.
Vassell getting in there and grinding.
Irving against Fox. Lets the 3 fly. Irving, no good. San Antonio's gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Stan, the big man, Victor Wembanyama, has set a new standard for shot blocking.
Yeah, look, B.A., we've had some great rim protectors in this league, but he can also do it on the perimeter. I've seen guys turn down 3-point looks because he's standing in front of them.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Bagley comes in for George, and Williams is subbed in for Christie. So San Antonio going with almost an entire new group here. Plumlee's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Olynyk comes in for Champagnie. Barnes, he's checked in for Vassell. And Keldon Johnson subbed in for Castle. Johnson on the wing. Pass to Olynyk. Outside Barnes. An easy 2 on the layup.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Mavericks trail by 6. Here's Irving. He played a great game against Boston. Will it go? And he gets the bucket.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Irving against Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Well, if Fox gets within touching distance of the rim, he's not taking any chances.
Irving against Fox. And here's Flag outside. That shot off the mark. And so it's San Antonio with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, before we move on, what do you think about the Spurs at this point?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
Marvin Bagley is out there with Daniel Gafford. Then there's Najee Marshall. Then it's Klay Thompson. And it's Williams in at the 1 spot. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Now here's Williams. No points so far. And here's Thompson for 3. Plumlee pulls down the board. Spurs lead by 8. Here's Harper. Kicks it out to Barnes. Pass to Harper. Over Gafford. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And now a 10-point Spurs lead.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Now Thompson lets it go from deep. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the 3-point line.
Here's Harper. And he gets it to go off the front iron.
And we saw it from Harper in college. He's a 3-level scorer, effective inside when he needs to be.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And the Mavericks with some changes. George, he's checked in for Bagley. Christie comes in for Thompson. And Kyrie Irving is subbed in for Williams. And San Antonio with a change here too. De'Aaron Fox is checked in for Barnes. Here's Fox. After the basket by Dallas. Wow, physical D, but Fox prevails.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you, guys. Kyrie Irving, so admired by his head coach. And Jason Kidd said, Kai is a special dude. He wants to be coached to understand the game at the highest level and to be pushed to the highest level. What's more, I don't think he's afraid of failing. Brian, back to you.
Great mentality. Allie LaForce with the report. Thanks, Allie. And the Mavericks making a change here. Lively's checked in. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for San Antonio.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Here's Harper, coming off a solid outing against Oklahoma City. And the shot's good. Olynyk's gotten his second bucket on the night.
And Olynyk has a good feel for when he should look to score. I love when he's assertive inside.
Irving for three. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got 5 rebounds tonight.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
And Stan. You coached a bunch of seasons in the league. What's an issue that you face that maybe the average fan doesn't know?
Well, look, I think the thing that fans really underrate about the game is how intelligent these guys are. So it's not really an issue that I faced because I was lucky to have smart guys. But I think fans underestimate how much basketball intelligence factors in when you're talking about the best players in this game.
And here are the Mavericks now. The Spurs making their last shot. Irving, the pass to Christie. Here's Marshall. Sinks the tray. Marshall's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
Here's Barnes. Up and in on the layup. And the Spurs lead by 15.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
George outside. Back to Irving. The 3-ball. And Dallas hits again from deep.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
In a lot of ways, Paul George has been the prototype of a modern swingman, Grant.
Yeah, 6'8", and with his versatile skill set, plug and play on any team. But health has been a challenge as of late. Now in his mid-30s, can he maintain that elite level?
George's shot is off.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Flags checked in for Marshall. And a check on the league leaders now with the top shooting teams over the previous 10. Number 1, San Antonio.
Well, their offensive efficiency was really impressive during the last month. They're looking to carry that momentum into this one.
To the inside, here's Lively, and a slam dunk by Lively.
Great pass to hit him in stride. Love to see teammates in sync with each other.
Here's Fox, and he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Well, that's good offense. Fox converts the high percentage look.
Irving with it. Fox picks him up. And Kyrie Irving with the three. Irving's got his third basket on the night right there. Right side, Wembanyama. Wembanyama puts it up and through.
This is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing. Dominating on the inside.
George. Again, the Mavericks good for two more.
You have to stay up on him in that mid-range area. He's deadly from there.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. He drops it from range.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And so it's San Antonio in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter, building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Hello, and you know, for that matchup against the Lakers, they don't want to say it, but they are very confident coming into this one. And who can blame them?
Now looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the Mavericks.
I mean, it's pretty simple. More rebounds, more opportunities. Right now, they're getting crushed on the glass, Shaq. For real.
And that'll do it for us.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Boy, it's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
And Irving has got the ball here for Dallas. It's a 13-point game. And on the floor for Mitch Johnson starting the second half. Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2. Then there's Wembanyama. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Champagnie at the power forward position. Vassell can't get it to go. George outside. Off the mark there with a 3. Spurs lead by 13. Castle with it. He's picked up by Christie. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And that's the kind of pressure Castle can put on a defense.
San Antonio shooting their second and third shots at the line here. Cornette's checked in for Champagnie. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Fox Irving. Lively shot is off.
Well, this is not what they envisioned coming out of the break. Missing their first 3 shots.
And here's Vassell from the arc. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
George passes to Lively. There's the 3. George, no good.
Well, 4 failed attempts to start this half. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
And one thing about Wembanyama that's crazy, he just moves so well. I mean, can run on the break for his size.
So Jason. Kids decided to call timeout here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Coach definitely wants to talk about their interior defense, which has not been impressive.
Yeah, it's basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer more resistance than that.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Back to George. Shot to stop the run. Rebound by San Antonio.
Scoreless in their first 5 attempts since halftime. It's getting ugly.
And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Pass to flag. Irving for 3. Can't hit that one. Spurs lead by 20. Well, we get to see future Hall of Famer in Kyrie Irving tonight, Grant. What's his best skill?
I'll be honest, B.A. I've never seen a guard finish like Kyrie around the rim. He makes really difficult buckets look too easy.
Irving, the pass to Lively. George outside. This one for three. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Here's George. And the layup is good off the glass. George has got 8.
Getting it done inside. You know, I love seeing George be active on the interior.
Well, their schemes have been effective, and he's been a significant part of their focus.
Dallas shooting just 42% so far in the game. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, this is the 4th and now longest coaching stop for the Mavericks' Jason Kidd. Kyrie Irving said he's learned from the past head coaching jobs that he's had and being with different players and seeing them improve. Now he's mastering his coaching philosophy and being an originator. Brian, back to you.
He's seen it all. Allie, appreciate the report. Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Christie finds Irving. To the wing, right side. And here's Flag outside. Victor Wembanyama grabs a board. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Cornette passes to Fox. The 3 is up. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Fox. Fox has got 5 assists tonight. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. On the wing, Vassell. San Antonio moving the ball around. The 3 from Wembanyama. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Irving for 3. And his 5th make of the game in 12 attempts.
A fierce competitor. Kyrie wanting to answer with a 3 of his own.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. A different look for Dallas. Gafford comes in for Lively, and Williams is subbed in for Irving. Here's Harper. Williams defending. He shoots it. Williams grabs the board, and we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose, and in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Dallas shooting their first free throw tonight.
1 shot.
The Mavericks on offense. Barnes comes with a double team. Back to Williams. Here's Christie, and Dallas hits again from deep.
Great use of the bounce pass there. You gotta love that.
Barnes passes to Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Outside Christie. We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter. Connects from downtown.
Hey, if you leave a great shooter open, you deserve to get burned.
There's the drive.
And getting where he wants to go, Harper's drive can be so sudden.
And so George will bring it up for the Mavs. To the middle. Here's Flag. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Oh, what a powerful finish. You could feel the impact.
Oh, he's going to be bragging about that one later. And for good reason, too, man.
Well, that's what poor defense will get you. They deserve to get dunked on there.
Pass to Flag. Gafford with a screen on Barnes. And here's Flag outside. And Dallas hits again from deep.
Yeah, Flag has that 3 ball. His bag is pretty deep.
San Antonio's gone 6 of 8 from the three-point line in this matchup. With the drive, and Harper gets it to go.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Dallas is shooting 40% since the break. On the wing, Christie. It's stolen by Olynyk. Here we go, one-on-one. The floater. Barnes, no good.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
There's 10 seconds left in the third. Here's Irving. Shot is good, off the back rim and in. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And so the San Antonio Spurs up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. Great team defense on Paul George. They're limiting what PG is doing out there. We'll be right back. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his team.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Daniel Gafford is out there with Marvin Bagley. Then it's Williams, then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Marshall in at the small forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Outside Barnes. As players get bigger and faster, you think the league will have to widen the court at some point?
Well, B.A., I just don't think that's realistic, to be quite honest. And I think the reason is the league's all about money, right? I mean, it's a business. We've got to make money. And the arenas were all laid out. If you start making the court wider, you're going to take away rows of seats. Those are high-priced seats, B.A. We're not taking those away. I don't think widening the court is really realistic.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Here's Irving. From down in the low post, it goes. 21 points for Kyrie Irving.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, slowing down Irving is a team effort. And to this point, they're failing to slow his roll.
From deep, Harper knocks down the triple.
Yeah, you have to give him a lot of credit here. He's turned things around after a disappointing first half.
Here's Marshall. And here is Irving. Back to Marshall. Fires for 3. The shot that time not on target.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Harper. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And everybody loves a rookie who can get productive. Harper making a serious contribution tonight.
Outside Irving. Puts up a 3. He buries it from 3. Irving's got 24.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else. Well, he's been dialed in. Very efficient here in the second half.
For 3. Rebounded by Johnson.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting them.
Here's McLaughlin. He's guarded by Irving. Barnes, it's good.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
The Mavericks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Outside Bagley. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
Well, we know Johnson can beat you from the perimeter, but there he is working inside.
Pass to Gafford. Now here's Irving. Back to Gafford. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Out left to the wing. Here's Harper. Good. He's taken 13 shots. He's drained 10 of them. Fantastic production.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nailed all evening.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
And the shot's good by Irving.
A huge part of Kyrie's game. He's so good at capitalizing from outside.
Here's Harper. Count it. Harper's got 23.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Spurs.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And looking at their record now, tonight's win gives them 45 on the year.
And once this game is all said and done, they'll have a healthy 2-0 lead in this season series.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Dylan Harper.
He came out with great energy and effort, doing everything. Thing he could possibly do to help his team.
One positive takeaway, at least they're finally showing signs of life out there.
Yeah, a loss stings a little less if you at least feel like you put up a fight, but only a little less.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Lively, he's checked in for Gafford. Paul George comes in for Bagley. Flags checked in for Marshall. And Christie subbed in for Williams. A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Plumlee's checked in for Cornette. Olynyk comes in for Barnes. Waters is checked in for Harper. And it's Biyombo in for McLaughlin.
Well, Johnson plays with a lot of physicality. He doesn't just take contact, he seeks it out.
And he makes a first.
2 shots.
So he gets them both. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Outside Irving. And he banks in the layup. Irving's got 35.
Yeah, when we talk about guards, Kyrie is one of the best at scoring inside.
Here's Olynyk. No good with a layup. So we see the Spurs taking the W here. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them.
Harrison, we saw some hot shooting for you.
All right, thanks, Allie. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.